the fourth episode of the Art of Tapping, a combination of EFT, expressive art therapy, and NLP. Today we'll be talking about being specific when tapping on an emotional upset and how to put everything we learned in the previous episodes together. At the end of the video, we will apply the whole tapping protocol, and I chose anxiety due to the COVID-19 pandemic for our tapping topic today.
Hi, it's Monica, your intuitive emotional release expert from Belenching, where we guide you through a transformative self-healing process and teach you all the mindfulness tools you need on your journey to your true self and the life you desire.
Here's how the tapping sequence works. First of all, identify the problem you want to focus on, and then look deeper to specify it. For example, if you feel anxious during these challenging times with lockdowns and restrictions, what exactly is it you're anxious about? Your finances? Your health? How does it affect each area of your life? Is your anxiety triggered during the day by thoughts like, how should I afford next month's rent? Will I lose my business, my house, etc.? Whatever comes up can be used in the tapping procedure. Another example about being specific would be an experience every one of us is familiar with. Someone is rude, talking to us in a humiliating, insulting way. But what's behind that feeling of insult and humiliation? One layer deeper, it might be about rejection you suffered during your childhood, or feeling unloved, unworthy, ignored, etc. Always dig as deep as you can, like a detective would want to find as many clues as possible to solve a case. After pinpointing the issue, the next step is to rate the intensity level or subjective unit of discomfort, of your anxiety or feeling of being rejected, with 0 being the lowest level and being happy, and 10 being the highest and being very tense and fearful. We need to compare before and after to see if we hit the right aspects, digged deep enough, or were specific enough. Some traumatic experiences have many aspects to them, and we have to peel or tap away the layers, like the layers of an onion. Now you can compose your setup statement. Your setup statement should acknowledge the issue on hand, followed by an unconditional affirmation of yourself as a person. I always add forgiveness, because we are so very self-critical and we are experts in putting ourselves down. So while tapping the side of the hand point, you could say, although I have tons of anxiety because I believe that I won't have enough money to cover all my monthly expenses, or even worse, I will lose all my belongings, I deeply and completely love, accept and forgive myself. You would repeat the same sentence or variations 3 times. A variation would be if you had an aha moment while saying the sentence out loud the very first time, and you remembered that your dad had told you how he had lost everything when he was at the beginning of his career. Then you would say, Although I'm so anxious because I might lose everything like my dad did, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. You see, this way you're even healing the ancestral burden. Whenever you can, speak this statement out loud to engage as much of the neurology as possible and to contact the problem as directly as possible. Not many people are aware of the power of the spoken word and how their voice contributes to the creation of their reality. When you acknowledge one thing that happened in your life, you allow more aspects to come up and be healed as well. Acknowledging means freeing what has been repressed or suppressed. Doing it unconditionally means accepting you for who you are, with whatever happened to you in your life. Okay, after the setup, we can tap all the points we have learned in episodes 2 and 3. Some people only use the 9 gamut procedure when they are stuck, but I would recommend using it whenever you are doing this self-healing process in your daily self-care routine. Well, I really hope you have one. Let's do some tapping together. To receive a PDF of the script, you have to watch this video till the end, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment below, and send me an email. Then I will send you the script by email. Nobody said it's easy, guys. Let's put our hands in prayer position and take 3 deep breaths. Now just tap along with me. Even though I never have experienced an uncertain time like this in my life before, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I feel anxious because I am supposed to stay at home all the time and it makes me feel lonely and claustrophobic and missing my family and friends, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I feel anxious when I'm grocery shopping, seeing and feeling all the anxiety around me because of the unknown threat with the ability to spread, mutate, and kill, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. All this fear and anxiety inside of me and around me, all the time and wherever I go with no end in sight, all the uncertainty, not knowing what's really going on, a threat to health and life, invisible and intangible, mutating, ever-changing, becoming even more dangerous. All this fear and anxiety about my workplace and earning enough money to survive. All this fear and anxiety about losing my existence, everything I've ever worked for so hard. All this fear and anxiety about my health, becoming sick and suffering lasting damage to my body. all this fear and anxiety about not being able to socialize and being with friends, especially during frightful times like these. All this trauma, not even to be able to accompany a loved one on his or her last journey and have a celebration of life. All this fear and anxiety that nothing will be as it was before. All this fear and anxiety that this isolation costs me precious time of my life I could have spent with family and friends. Precious time I could have spent traveling to interesting places all over the world. It's all so overwhelming and depressing. And now, while tapping the gumboot point, you'll move your eyes in a left and right circle and say, "But I am alive. I will survive. I have the strength and the faith to survive." And another round. I choose to let go of the fear and anxiety. I choose to feel calm and relaxed. I choose to believe that everything will turn out well. I choose to trust that I am safe and protected. I choose to stop thinking and worrying about it all the time. I choose to focus my thoughts on positive things. I choose to allow myself to feel calm and centered. I am completely safe. I am totally calm and perfectly relaxed. I am fully at peace, happy and healthy. I am self-confident and strong. I am present and I stay present all the time. I have all the resources I need inside of me to handle my anxiety at all times. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. I only have today. I make every moment in my life count. I cherish every moment and make it memorable. Peace begins with me. Namaste. My next video will address medical trauma, and we are going to do some tapping on the anxiety and pain of chronic, genetic and autoimmune disease. Stay tuned. Bye bye.